Hey everyone, Bobby here at Bloomin' Hearts. Welcome back. I want to share with you a project that I made. It's a really pretty card. It's not hard at all to make. It's a crumb cake card base, and these leaves are embossed with the copper embossing powder that's new in the current catalog, and they're cut out with the leaf framelits. This set here, it's called Leaflets Framelits. It is such a pretty card. What I did was I started out wanting to make a background, and I had used this stamp set from Bordering Blooms. It's just got some little flowers and leaves on it, and I stamped a piece of Verry Vanilla and then embossed it with the copper embossing powder, and it was so pretty. It just sparkles and shines like you wouldn't believe. But it was so busy, I thought maybe it was just too much. So I got my framelits out and I cut out the leaves and I attached them to the card with some glue dots, and then I put some dimensionals up under the tips of them to elevate them a little bit, and I just put a tiny piece of Verry Vanilla ribbon, that's Whisper White ribbon, and then I did a banner. But I used the bitty banners, and I didn't realize those were expired. So on the one retired. On the one I'm gonna make today, I'm gonna put on Tip Top Taupe, and I cut the leaves out of Verry Vanilla, and then I'm gonna use the new mini stripe Tip Top Taupe ribbon. So all we have to do, once you've stamped and embossed that, and you can see how when you're stamping this, if you just kind of slide your stamp over a little bit, it fits into where it kind of scallops a little bit, and you can just line it up, and it was real easy to do. So I'm just going to put some glue dots behind these so that I can tie the little stems together with a bow so they won't wiggle on me, because it's hard to hang on to all three of them. There's the glue dot. There's that one. And we'll put this one this way. And then I want a dimensional up under the edge of them so they're not smashed together so tight. One here. It's over farther than I wanted it. About like that. And I want a little dimension between these two. So I'll put one up under here. Get that little waxy piece out of there. It makes a really, really pretty card. And on the other one, the first one, I tried to tip the leaves in the Versamark to get some of the powder around the edges, but you can't get up in here. So if we ever have the Versamark pen, then we'll be able to get up in there with that and emboss those areas. And then I'm going to use some of the gold baker's twine just to make a little bow, tie them together. It makes a really pretty card, and that copper embossing powder just gives it a little bit of an elegance. It makes it really, really pretty. If I can get this through here. This little tiny floss. Oops. It's hard to get a hold of, huh? There we go. And I think I might have lost the end there. I did. Try this again. There we go. Got her that time. So I'll pull down on these strings a little bit. There we go. Now it's some dimensionals on the back of these. It's a real quick and easy card to make. The only time-consuming part of it is going to be stamping your background so that you can cut the leaves out, that and embossing it, but it really doesn't take all that long. But it's so pretty. I love that embossing powder. It's probably the prettiest one they've ever made, I think. And then I'm just going to put this up in the corner like that. I'm going to put a piece of the new mini stripe tip top taupe around at the bottom. And just connect it with a glue dot. Glue dot. If I can find them. My working area is not very big, so things frequently get covered up. Okay, and let's pull it more over towards this side where the banner will be over towards the edge. Okay, there's the ribbon. And then I cut out 2 of the banners with the new banner punch. And I'm just going to stagger them a little bit so you can see the shadow of the Verry Vanilla behind it, and it just says, "You fill me with happiness." And I did try stamping it with the embossing powder, but the words are so tiny it got kind of blurry. It was just, the letters were so tiny and close together that it wasn't a real clear image, so I nixed that and I redid it. So I'm just going to offset this a little bit like that, and then I'll put some more dimensionals on it too. Ought to get it. I'm going to just put that right down here. It says, "You fill me with happiness." And then I cut a piece of Whisper White to go on the inside, and it's just 3 3/4 by 5. And we'll just center it inside, and then you can write a message, or you can use a sentiment stamp. There's so many pretty ones. Look through the book, you'll see so many gorgeous stamps. And that's the finished card, and this is the first one on Crumb Cake. So it's just real pretty, and it's so easy to make. I hope it gives you some inspiration. And I want to thank Dawn Griffith for her suggestion for the little plexiglass to hold your stamps. She said her husband had made her one, and I found this one at the dollar store for $1. And if you take a stamp off a block and you're not ready to put it away, you can put it up here and set it out of your way, and it won't accidentally get knocked in the trash, because I've actually come close to losing stamps doing that. I was missing one of my balloons from Balloon Celebration for several days, and we ended up finding it. It was stuck to the back side of a roll of Scotch tape, so they'll stick to anything. But I was worried it had fallen in the trash, so this is a real saving hint. So I thank Dawn Griffith for that. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.